Don't ask me if it's a just war. That's not up to us. To us, it's just war.
Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time. Crossing enemy lines, war morals entangled. Once they show me the ropes, I show you warrior strangle. Separate bodies, 6-degree angles. High caliber grip when he rambles. From his tip, bionic lip equipped with the handles. Could have careers crippled in shambles. As Bando, Michael Jordan fans know nobody fucking with my ammo. Nightmare to the son of Samuel. Spit with the camels, my energy's camel. Anger I channel, use it like a radical Tamil. Got tried as a terrorist, then my hammer spat at your panel. Weapons are formed, had to dismantle. Handle it manual, left it to God. I'm on the path to a manual. Such a thriller, feel of a life giver. I catch a body, I deliver. You catch a body, you a killer. So I'm not your typical nigga. Every time I rhyme, I pull a trigger. Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time. Not like a newsie, I'm a broken toolie in a ghetto movie. Might explode if you let them use me. Usually cool, I.e. to identify me. You should probably be thinking highly. Trying to find wisdom where I be. While I be dodging, listening, missing the missiles whistle by me. Wonder what they pay to try to buy me. Kingfisher play to ban me. Got me thinking all I need is my family. Sometimes I think all I need is a Grammy to cure the Alzheimer's, to cure my granny. And anyone who understand me, even the ones that try to ban me. We all kids if the world is candy. Watch what you hand me, I won't let you hang me. I'm never going back to that place again. On a new path, not a pace of sin. You should play it back, you should take it in. I tied up one of my homies' legs, one of my homies' arms. Hope to die before losing my one and my only mom. Terror in my eyes, you worried about Saddam. I watch the temperature rise between niggas who get it on. When you hear the song, the message has no discretion. Pull up in the tank so the people know my aggression. Stole Hannibal's weapon. Try to test him when class is in session. He'll dissect the lesson. Leave your body parts in the West End. Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time.
Alright. Various things we learn as we live, like the experience, wisdom to give attention to that self that's in. Time has been the main form of this verse. It's measurement, it's evident based on life's compliment that we were purposing. Still we're meant to do more. Whispers the voice at the core, which turns into a roar whenever we rhyme on the floor. Memories before now have me reflecting how prophesizing on monopolizing like they do the cow. Correction, since they refer to deal with deception, and our direction is for self-inspection into perfection. No perplexing, just speaking, respecting those that's teaching, reflections that are reaching to that point where they preaching. The concept of borderlines, intertwining out an angel, either in a demon spy, my cons, always ready to build, feeling the battle drills, knowing that we will do what's necessary to heal the ill to the mind of a soldier, growing in the north colder, so consequently as we've gotten older, gotten bolder, rhyme solo when they trigger that pioneer spirit, hear it, inform it, and spit it out, a conduit, no doubt, we about profitable gain, coochie checker, leak a change, similar, you're not the same as those who just seek to campaign, emphasizing time to strain, focusing on loss and pain, tearing like the rain, we switch up add-on as we maintain.
Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time.
Like Taj said, you know what I mean? We're on an alternate timeline right now. AI hijacked the organic reality. Yeah, facts.
But upon examination, they have limited scholarship.
Okay.
Long before the world knew its own name, before Columbus sailed, there was Temeri, a land of wonder, built by black indigenous Atlanteans.
That's AI, man.
What?
Conspiracy theories.
Nah.
Red flag.
You have fake scholars who keep getting paid off that keep promoting these people as crayons, knowing that that makes them non-descendable. Whether it was black, green, purple.
Scholars. Give me a fake scholar.
Anybody that continues to call these people of Moorish Asiatic descent black, anybody
Most viewers interpret spaces like this through a narrowly European lens. These are not ornamental anomalies. They are archival survivals, intentional representations of melanated elites integrated into classical space. Physiognomy, placement. Modern sources use Asiatic to denote a civilizational category, a framework explaining why Black lineages appear across continents. They keep yelling Arab because they don't read. Phenotype, material, culture, political placement, iconography ain't symbolic guesswork.
That's AI, man. I seen it on the Instagram reels. Artificial intelligence. That ain't real. They're trying to trick us, man. Trying to get in our heads, man.
Red flag.
You have fake scholars who keep getting paid off that keep promoting these people as crayons, knowing that that makes them non-descendable. Whether it was black, green, purple.
Scholars. Give me a fake scholar.
Anybody that continues to call these people of Moorish Asiatic descent black.
Would you believe me, in 1994, March 21st, they showed the truth through anime?
Okay, that was in this show that they hid from us. It was created in 1994. I was only 2 years old, so I know I don't remember that. The show is called Janissary Genesis.
Red flags.
In 1994, there was an anime that was released that flew over everybody's heads called the Janissary Genesis.
Now sound it out.
And the duck said quack, quack, quack.
Red flags. If you understand, say red flag mean no go zone.
It's rot in our brains. 100% AI.
We shall bleach your history and hide your ancient technology underneath the veil. Signs are for the conscious mind, Phantom Timeline.
The sky opens, the kings of fire rule. Cities of glass and gold fall into ash.
Behold the power of the high priest of Anu turned against their own kind. The Inquisition is already at the gates, and they are coming to bleach the memory of every Moor
They turned on their own kind.
Whether it was black, green, purple.
Scholars. Give me a fake scholar.
Anybody that continues to call these people of Moorish Asiatic descent black.
When you know a red flag when you don't see it.
We have brought you out of the caves of the north to give you the gift. shall serve as our janissaries. Sail of the Moorish kingdom, I have traded your flesh for the ancient technology of the underworld. With these free energy orbs, we shall establish a new... We are brought you out of the caves of the north to give you the gift of civilization. You shall serve as our janissaries and Mamelukes, the secret protectors of our jurisdiction.
Red flag.
Z, you been smoking that stuff again?
He's right.
Jesus, that ain't real.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gates Cemetery, February the 4th days. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day. Independence of law, make civil literal lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio.
Ayo, Ash.
Feels like a dream, feels like magic. Now I believe I can have it. Ooh, ooh, Tamu. Ooh, ooh, Tamu. All of my wishes came true. Shop like a billionaire. Shop like a billionaire. Ooh, ooh, Tamu. Ooh, ooh, Tamu. Building a dream beneath the moon.
Don't ask me if it's a just war. That's not up to us. To us, it's just war.
Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time. Military mind in the military time.
Islam. You already know you could just check the full thing over at Canaanland Moors YouTube. We're here. We're here. We're here. Yeah, using the technology. Using the technology. Islam, brother Kush.
Islam, boy, what's that word?
Yo, everything's peaceful, more. No
What's
worries. All is well. All is well. Still in chill mode. I had a little bug. I had a little bug like a couple days ago.
Okay. Everything smooth?
Yeah, everything's straight now. We're good to go. You know, bring that heat so we could so we could do what we do.
Yes, sir.
You know how it goes. Lot been going on out there though. Lots been going on out there.
A whole lot been going on outside, boy. Whole lot been going on outside. You know, you got the U.S. corporation is busy with the manipulation, the propaganda, and the brainwashing.
Yep.
So we gotta cook them. Yeah, we gotta cook. Yeah.
We were talking about. I was gonna ask you too about the with the video just now.
Mm-hmm.
The whole AI usage. Like how you see how's the AI usage supposed to be? Like is it all and be all when it comes to this thing? Like we just use it because it's there, or should we be mindful of this technology?
Well, great power comes great responsibility, like Uncle Ben told Peter Parker, man. So for a lot of people, it's a lot of technology, yeah, for sure, and it's good. You should use it, but you got to be responsible in how you putting out the messages, because you don't want to confuse somebody who maybe they're interested into the information, but if you put out a lot of stuff at one time and it could be like misleading titles and labels, it could confuse somebody. So I like the technology. I like using the technology, but it's got to be like more responsibility with it. You feel me? It got to be a lot of responsibility and accountability, because it's a lot of power, because pictures speak 1,000 words. So when you start using images like movies and you got cinematic stuff playing out and you telling a story, somebody with a mind, those images become movies now, and it could be confusing for somebody, because they like, you showing black, you saying white, you saying black, you saying white, then you saying more. So how does the person that's trying to get it and don't know enough yet to decipher what it is? How can they know how the discernment they got to use to say, okay, they just saying black like this right now, and they saying more what we really are. So it's confusing. And they saying white people and all that. So it's still open for confusion. So why not just nip it in the bud? And if you're going to use AI, just say, all right, well then we Moors, and then just stay on that. The multi different names that we was using through the ages, it's so many of them, you would never really run out. Or you would never really run out of spellings. Islam.
Now for that, why more then? Why not one of those other ancient names? Because our people called ourselves all these different names, so we don't have to say that we're Moors.
Yeah, they say that, but then when you start looking up etymology, and then you say, well, according to etymology, the word black, it don't even refer to us anyway. So that wasn't even being used to the 1100s to the 1500s. So what about history way before the 1100s? We got to tap into that history. And then the whole time when you say black, you really referring to the pale-skinned European. So you see how it could be confusing, because somebody is used to hearing that word black, and they see somebody using the word black, but then they saying more. So somebody could make an argument in their head and be like, well, they using black, so black must mean more then. Cap. See,
cap.
So we want to kill
cap.
all that.
Super cap.
Because black don't mean more. And how we know that? Because again, black means pale skin. Moors are copper complexion. So that already destroys that right there. So why would you want to have somebody thinking that it's like two different things, but it's the same in the videos and whatnot? Because in the month of February, they don't bring up Moorish history.
Not at all.
So if they don't bring up Moorish history during February, that already should see. You should see in your mind like, nah, this can't be, Moor can't mean black, which it don't. It means light. So, and light illuminates. Light is love. Can't see in the dark. Somebody that's dealing with darkness, they can't see the light. So it'll just, to me, it'll nullify a lot of the confusion. Because the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, peace be upon him, he said we're not supposed to teach confusion.
Confusion. Simple as that.
It's simple. Just keep it simple. Just keep it on Moor, Moorish, Moorish American, Al Moroccan. And there's so many different variations to how you could spell the word Moor, say the word Moor. Like Morian, you could say that. You could say Moru, Moo. Yeah. It's over 60 according to J.A. Rogers. Nature Knows No Color Line book. So take your pick. I'm just, if you using the AI, just know you got to be responsible, because it's people that's watching them videos that could possibly think in their own mind that Moor means black. So when you say you black, you saying that you Moor, which that's false. That's cap.
Or if you're a Moor, saying you're black.
Right. How you gonna say it's like somebody talking out both sides of their face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just sticking to it, they trying to like still lean on, because you know how people will be more. They'll be like, you gotta teach people at the level that they at. And I don't really like that saying.
Yeah.
I don't really like that shit. You gotta meet people where they at. I don't like that, because if you using terminology that means what it means pale skin. I can't teach you the right way to go or the right terminology if you still stuck on a word that's the opposite of where I want you to see. You're gonna keep looking in that direction instead of just saying, all right, kill that, take it out your vocabulary as far as an identity. Yeah, you can wear black. I got a black shirt on right now and a black shamag on, for sure. You can wear black, but you can't. If you identify as black, it's denationalization. Exactly. And it ain't even the color that your skin match. Yeah. So what you doing? What you doing?
It's interesting too. We'll just get a reference point relative to what we're talking about. This is the nigger industry, Taj Creek Bay. So this is what's going on with them in this thing with the identity of capitalizing the adjective is what they're ultimately trying to do. Right. So this is what it says. It must be further noted, for the sake of clearing historical concepts, that the brand name Negro was never capitalized when written until after the Civil War. During that period of displacement and social unrest, Frederick Douglass and Booker T. Washington lobbied for giving the Negro brand a similitude of human dignity. It was on the strength of their persistence that the Negro brand was given even more false credibility by way of its being capitalized in sociology and history books for pacification purposes. Subsequently, this placating act gave the adjective Negro brand, Indian, colored, black, etc., an appearance of being a legitimate proper name. In actuality, Negro has no historical or scientific connection to the human race as a nation, as a part of organized government, or as a pedigree identity of any part of the human family. And then we go down the list of all the brand names. We go down the list of all the brand names, all the ancient names that our people called themselves and all that. And it still comes down to the last name that everybody knows us as are the Moors.
Facts.
The last name of people who look like us that had power that people were trembling, power that people were going and making deals with other nations so they can see like real sovereignty.
Yes, sir.
Being exercised. You know? Moors is the last people. Now, when they put this spell of cast the Moors across the Atlantic, and Moors have no connection here, but 1920s Noble Drew Ali, the Moor, was up and down this jurisdiction, Moorish, and having no issues. Zero issues as Moorish.
None.
And letting them know that the brand names aren't where it's at. The brand names are not where it's at. You have nothing when you go with the brand names. You set yourself up for failure. once you're doing the brand names.
And then the ones out here talking about Cherokee, then Noble Drew Ali say, yeah, he was Cherokee, he came from Cherokee sources, right? But he never stuck to Cherokee though. He got out of that. He ain't say nothing. He said, look, yeah, Cherokee descendant, but he always said nationality is the order of the day. Because he knew that Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Blackfoot, and Anasazi and all of that, he knew that was not lawfully a standing status. He's like, that's why he was like, nah, nationality. Yeah, you can have affiliation with that. Cool. But if you trying to get treated as a human being, as a sentient being with respect and value for your traditional culture, you got to step into nationality because that's the lawful protection to indigenous people. And Cujo, why do let's put this out there to the people to think for themselves. Why do you think people out there identify as Indian, but they think that indigenous and Indian are the same thing?
I know they're making the indie connection. You know, they're making the indie connection, but everybody knows that it's because of colonists why these people are called Indians. Like that's why they're called that. They never called themselves that. They called themselves, if anything, by their tribal whatever. Right? And remember, we're talking about these different jurisdictions that were in the Americas. Right? So if the people who are making the claim of Indian and that's the status that they're claiming, fine, no problem. But we know then that they're not no founders of civilization.
Right.
We know for a fact that they're not the ones who built things over here. They were the ones who were in the bushes, just like when you go on the continent, when you go to Alkebulan, and they're talking about the Soul people and the Ko people and people where Asians came from and Twa people and all that. Those aren't the people who were on the boats and going all over the world and trading and all and doing all that. Those were the people in the bushes that they're not connected to civilization. Just like the ones who today you go in some bushes and you're not even getting to the shore. They'll murder you before you get on their estate. You know? So the whole Indian thing and indigenous, by claiming the Indian, they play themselves because they're also going to say UN drip. And UN drip saying nationality. UN drip's not saying tribe, your tribal name.
Right. Article 6.
If they're going to say, yeah, we're going to UN drip Article 21. Well, 6 is before 21. And that those you can't take the ones that you want, the articles that you want, and don't deal with others.
Right.
Everything goes together. This document is one document, even though there's multiple sections. So why are they always denying that right to a nationality article and going into some tribal thing? Instead of sticking with nationality, which if they were really indigenous and claiming Indian and all that stuff, they would recognize Noble Drew Ali as a sachem. And they would give him the supreme honors that he deserves and say, oh yeah, you know what? He's actually right or whatever. All these Indian leaders, they've been lying. We're not Indians. We're descendants of Moors.
Why is it?
We're not
It's
tribe of whatever. We're descendants of Moors.
It's
Because those people who are playing the dancing around and have the feathers on and
the powwows,
and going into the bushes to go hunt and whatever like that. Those aren't the ones who were ruling. Those are the ones who were just doing their thing in the bushes.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Dancing around, rain dancing.
Yeah.
No pyramid building, no mound building. The thing is though, more it's
sorry, More. Apologies, More.
What?
Pardon the interjection. And one thing, not taken away from that either. Not saying that as well, that's some BS, and then over here you should be doing this. That's not what I'm saying. Right? It's not a slight on the practices or whatever it is that they're doing. I'm just saying that's not the founders of civilization's activity.
It can't be. How could it be? It can't be, man. All these buildings over here don't got no Indian records on. None. So all you gotta do is look at the architecture that's outside, city to city, nationwide. Look at the architecture. You can't say that these buildings is built by anybody identifying as an Indian. You don't got a receipt. You don't got no historical document at all. So that right there alone, you would say, damn, if you saying that you an Indian, so who built these? So there had to be somebody here before y'all was here, because y'all was living in teepees. So who built these giant colossal buildings that we got nationwide? Then you do the knowledge on that. And the knowledge on that all come back to the Moors, who are all dark copper complexion, olive complexion, bronze complexion. It all the receipts and documentation lined up right here. And it's a nationality though. But they stuck on tribalism. Tribe ain't nothing but an extended family. That's a tribe. Anybody could be a part of a tribe. Mm-hmm. What's your bloodline though?
Yep.
See, when you get to that bloodline, now you got to be like, all right, look, by blood and birthright, okay, you attached. You can have somebody from another nationality part of your tribe. What that mean? Talking about a tribe. And the crazy part is when you looking at nationality, it's so easy and basic if people would just step out and look at it. Anybody out there that loves cats, loves dogs, or loves animals in general, all animals on planet Earth have a nationality. This is the link up. All animals, if you love dogs or cats or birds or whatever, all of them have an origin of where they come from. You don't say that's a black bird over there. You don't say that's a white cat or that's a brown dog. No, that's a German Shepherd. That's a German Shepherd. That's a German Shepherd. That's a Rottweiler, right? That's a Dogo. Or that over there, that's a zebra. Where's that indigenous to? Oh, okay. I got the name, I got a location. See? Simple, basic. You say the name, and then you say, all right, this is indigenous to where on earth. Cool. Now I got a geographic location. So I got the name of this thing, the animal, and I got the location on the planet. Why do people think that ain't got nothing to do with people, though? You say your name, you Chinese, okay, China is located in Asia. European is located in Europe. Africa, somebody that's Tanzanian, all right, they from Tanzania. Where's that at? Okay, that's over there in Al-Kubalan, Africa. Cool. Same thing applies, man. That's why you got to cook that narrative of the color thing, the Indian thing, The Pan-African thing, you got to fry all that. You got to fry that hard.
Yep, all of it.
And start over. In the beginning,
I think that's the part. You know, knowing that you have to abandon that whole way that you came with this BS,
yeah,
and you have to start anew. I think that's another deterrent with people not saying, you know what, you know, I'm severing this thing right now. Now that I know the truth, and we're going forward from knowing the truth forward.
For sure.
You know what I mean? You know, there's an inability to be able to detach from it for real. You know, going back to the thing with these people talking about Moors and all that stuff, but then their profile's black.
Yeah.
You know, or they have some U.S. banner up there, or they're doing some Juneteenth or whatever.
Yeah, it's confusion.
Yeah.
It's all confusion. And if you really stand on something, you're not gonna see no Asian ever identify as yellow. They not finna say they this. They not gonna say they yellow. They not finna do. They never gonna do that. So you're never gonna see that.
Just as you brought that up, we got one right here. Hold on. Just as you brought.
Go ahead, load one. Throw another one in the furnace.
你为什么这么黄呢？我，你不黄吗？我不黄，红的。我是黑种人，你是黄种人。美国也有黑人。那你车上有枪吗？啊？车上有枪吗？有5个。真枪啊？什么枪？我这是玩具枪。你为什么那么黑呀？你为什么这么黄呢？我黄。你不黄吗？我不黄。
I'm not yellow. I'm not yellow, but you got any guns in the car? Like, what do you got?
Wow. Look at
you got any guns in the car?
Look at that, boy.
That's where they go with them?
Damn.
Right?
See?
Hey, why are you so black? Why are you so yellow?
See?
I'm not yellow. But
Instantly.
why are you so black, though?
Instantly, he said, I'm not yellow. He didn't even hesitate. Instantly, I'm not yellow. That's the exact same energy we got to get him back. Whoever, I'm not black. Instantly. It can't be no, well, I'm this kind of black. You're that kind of black. Get the what? Nah.
But then the black stereotype of them asking them how much guns you got.
Exactly. Because they looking at TV.
Is on another level. Like another level of damn, you're how are you getting this idea about people? You know what I mean? Where is this thing coming from? Oh yeah, that's that social engineering.
Social engineering.
That's that anybody who claims to be black is classified as it. And that's all that it is.
And that's a document. That's a legal document.
That's what it is.
That's a legal document.
Yep.
Classified in the census as it. IT.
Every nation knows they're not it.
They're not it.
Every nation knows they're not it. It is not where it's about being at.
Mm-hmm.
If you talk to anyone, anybody, if you're at right now, if you're somewhere where there's people around, find somebody, ask them, what's your nationality? I'm just curious. I'm just wondering. I saw your hair. What's your nationality?
Mm-hmm.
And just see how many people, take a toll and see how many.
Right. And see how that little shorty right there face look? Look at shorty face.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's right in his face. It tell you like, man, he what? He said I was yellow.
Yellow.
Stuck him right there. He's stuck. He on like, I'm not yellow. See? Reverse Uno. Hit him with the Uno reverse. Yeah, real quick. Look at his face. His little ass stuck. Like, what? Yellow. Yeah, he like, I ain't yellow. Yeah, how you like being called a crayon color? Right.
Yeah, exactly.
How you like his face tell it all. How your little ass like being called yellow? He like, I ain't yellow. I know, I ain't black. Throw that in the garbage can.
Yeah. Throw that out. You saw that question at the bottom there?
Yeah. What's the difference between L and Bay? Is a difference, but it's still Moorish, but it's a different title. Moorish, but different title and the meaning. L's is the lawgivers, the lawbringers. Bays is the enforcers of law. They both Moors though. Like, cause people, it's like they thinking like in terms of, if I say I'm an L, that means I'm the strongest. I'm the most, I'm the highest. Or if I say Bay, I'm the highest because I say Bay. Or if I say Day or Al or Ali, then it's an umbrella. That's this right here. It's all under this. It's all under this 5-point star. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So that's why you got L, Bay, Day, Al, and Ali. You got 5 universal principles. Love, truth, peace. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. All under the 5. Islam.
Islam. And so the Ellen Bay is the free national name. The Ellen Bay is the nationality.
Mm-hmm.
They have their distinctive meanings, but the real deal about it is not necessarily the meaning. Right? The real deal about it is what it represents to the being. That having that puts you in a different stratosphere. You're in a whole different realm having a nationality. And nationality that is recognized. Like people are gonna say, we're a nation, but their free national name's X.
Right.
But then some are Muhammad. But then some are Ali.
Farrakhan.
And there's
Shabazz.
Yeah, some are Shabazz. But all those aren't free national names.
They ain't. They ain't though.
All those aren't tied to a nationality.
Mm-hmm.
They can be presented as if they are. But if the claim is we're a nation, but then your name is unknown, so it's X, then obviously you're not a nation.
Yeah, you unknown.
If you're unknown, then you're stateless.
And if you stateless, you ain't got a nation. You nationless. So you just out here. You just exist out here without a flag, without a language, without a treaty, without a seal. You just outside. Like an orphan. You're an orphan outside.
They have the blow up dolls. They have the blow up dolls at the dock talking about cruise the Caribbean.
Right.
And you're going and buying tickets.
Crazy. It's like when you say you were Indian, when you say you black, when you say you were Pan-African, African American, when you say that you're one of them brands, you pretty much saying you just an orphan on the planet. Like you don't know your mother, you don't know your father, you don't know your family, you just an orphan that's out here. So everybody that you link with, everybody else that say they the same thing as you saying you is, as far as an Indian, a Native American and whatnot, they saying they orphans too. So all y'all is really much identifying as orphans, and you don't know who your mother is. So you pretty much saying you a bastard. You don't know your mother or your father. You just an orphan that exists and that's out here. And that's not hearsay. That's actually law. You a ward of the state. And whole time you ain't gotta be. You plugged in with the oldest national people, indigenous people on the planet. The oldest blood on the bloodline on the planet is Moorish Americans. That's fact. It's facts.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Islam. You know, do people want to be orphans, or do they want to be connected to a nationality? They own resources, they own land, they own financial institutions. Do you want your own schools?
Well, where's the Moors? Where's the Moors? Whatever. I don't want to be a Moor because the Moors don't have whatever. Because you're playing Negro black colored games. That's why the Moors have nothing.
Yeah, you
because you're playing Indian games and Hebrew games and NOI games and Rasta games and Pan-African games and BIPOC games and FBA games, ETC games. That's why the Moors have nothing.
You in a circus. You a willing participant in the circus. You in the circus, man. You still in the circus, eating popcorn, chewing on funnel cake. You still want to go to the circus. Mm-hmm. Even though the nation is right here. They're showing you the nation that's here right now. All you got to do is claim it. All you got to do is claim it. Here's the Albions. It's the Albions. And here's the Moors Nation. Right on a piece of paper that y'all say y'all love. That's why y'all think they want to go digital. Why y'all want to think they want to go CDBCs? Them digital Bitcoins. Why y'all think they want to get away from this paper? Because this paper going to be the last reminder for y'all out there that want to play Negro black color circus games. You want to keep playing circus games? When that paper go bye-bye, you ain't got a nationality, a national name. Again, you an orphan, so don't look for nobody to give you no aid and assistance. Ain't nobody finna open their door like that. Because you're going to compromise them now. Straight up. Islam.
Quick excerpt again. Excerpt again. Nigger industry. Taj Tariq Bey. Humanity has suffered the formulation of and the false propagation of the presiding European Albion clan superiority concepts, which have emerged from falsehood, lies, and theft, seething throughout the containment, seething throughout the contaminated culture and imposed upon the Western Hemisphere. This anti-civilization social model for the nigger industry is further exemplified with the artificial and customary exaltation practices of propagating the alien European idol god images, whether that's the shoe image or the brand name image or the type of liquor that they talk about all the time image, or the labels that they put on themselves that really isn't who they are image. All these things cast this spell. As soon as you put it on yourself, you're done for.
Cooked.
You put yourself in the position to get treated stateless.
Facts.
Because they only do certain things to certain people. They don't do this stuff to everybody.
Nah, they don't.
Right? Everybody doesn't get this mistreatment. Right? Everybody doesn't get this mistreatment.
No,
it's
they
really
don't.
You know.
You see the question up there? Yeah, y'all got questions. Just put them in here. All capital letters. Just put them in there.
Why do individuals in certain groups say Moors is just a religion? One, because they know that it's a nationality and it's going to make them unpopular if the word gets out that nationality is where it's at.
Facts.
So they know how our people are with religion. So they're going to make them think Moors are religion. So people look at Moors the same way they look at Christian or, you know, Seventh-day Adventists, knock at their door, how they act or whatever like that.
Yeah.
You know, Jesus Christ, a Latter-day Saints run up on them in the street. How they deal with them, that's how they deal with the Moors when people push it as religion.
Yeah.
The idea is so that people look at Moors from that religious angle and disconnect from it. Right. So they do that, they put it that way, knowing that the people are going to disconnect from it because of their disconnect from Christianity or finding out that, you know, Jesus is a brother, not a white man. So now, you know, they're changing their tune now, you know. But it's more for the like we were saying in the beginning, it's more for the confusion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more for the confusion because they don't have to really say it like that. You know, it doesn't have to be presented from the religious perspective. Ones who do it know exactly what they're doing when they go that route. You know, and then people get caught up to that when they see Allah and all these things. They get distracted again that this is some religious thing because of you know the Holy Quran. Oh well, being a Moor must be a religious thing, but they would never say being Chinese is a religious thing, or they would never say being a nationality is a religious thing. They only do that with the Moorish nationality. They don't do that with all the other nationalities. Only with the Moorish nationality do they play that game. That's how you know that they're running a game. You know, Islam, why are you?
They definitely running the game because they know their time is up though. So they keep using the emotionalism and trauma to fuel people and get them all charged all up, knowing that they don't know. But people starting to wake up to the idea of all these other people that's in these lands, they don't identify as a color, but they get a loan from the bank. They get businesses popping. How are they getting this money? How are these people coming over here from third world countries and they coming over here getting bread? And on their passports, it say white on there. But you from Asia. You from Africa. So how you come over here with nothing, allegedly nothing, but you didn't got $100,000 loan? How that happen? See? So the gig is up, man. The color game is fried. It's over. It's over with for the color game, man.
Yeah.
It's over with. They trying to throw all the distractions out. They trying to throw the kitchen sink in the garage at people because they know the people finally starting to ask these questions like, damn, why everybody from these third world countries coming here and they just coming up? Talking about, speaking of that, when you played the Asian clip, you know how they talking about with the Asians right now. They're trying to boycott all of the Asian businesses.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see? So they want to ban all of the boycott all of the Asian businesses, but you gotta look at it like none of the Asians identify as yellow. Why is that? Because they never take that badge of dishonor on. They don't never do that. They leave that for people that want to do that, so-called black people, and they service so-called black people. This is what they do. They provide services for so-called black people. So while so-called black people are going there spending their hard-earned money on manis and petties and buying bags and getting their hair done, and from or not getting it done, but buying hair bundles that all come from Asia, damn near. You're not thinking about like these people over here look at our people as liquid money. Shout out to Khalifa Media Publishing, because she put a clip up saying that the Asians, they kind of upset right now that our people are talking like boycotting and sticking together because they making so much money off our people over here in America, and this is our own homeland. They get the money from us. They send all that bread back to their people in the third world countries that they come from.
Yep.
Then they bring their cousin them, and they live here, and then they go buy another location. And then they buy another location, and buy another location. Meanwhile, our people are not owning nothing. They just consumers. So that's why the Asians fake tight right now, because they like, damn, if these people band together and stop spending money with us, all the cash flow we was getting from them is gonna dry up. But you know, it's always gonna be people that's gonna be like, nah, I gotta go over there to the Asians. I gotta go over there, but not even realizing that the Asians is still Moors though.
The Asians aren't the problem. You know, that's their problem. The Asians aren't your problem. You're your problem. Because all the civilized people have a nationality.
Facts. And
all those Asians, matter of fact, all those nationalities, if our people say, or we're going to boycott them or whatever, those people have their own nationals that's going to still support their stuff. And they're still going to thrive.
Facts.
If the black boycott.
Right.
If the black guys say we're going to boycott and we're not shopping at whoever is not going to suffer, they have their own nation that's going to come support their stuff.
Yep. So they fake tight, but they ain't tripping. Because they got their own people that's going to come throw bread, spend money with them and support them.
Yep. Super not tripping.
So they not really tweaking out like on some, man, ain't going to be nobody to come shop with us no more. They looking at it like, all right, we just going to lose out on y'all money. We still going to make money though.
Mm-hmm.
They still going to get bread. And then what's going to happen? Somebody going to open up a spot. Let's say somebody from another nationality is providing a service over there, right? They doing like manis and petties or whatever. So they provide a service for, let's say, $50. A so-called black person will go over there and try to highball the price. So the service that the other nationality, the Asians or whoever, their service is going to be a $50. It's going to be $50. The so-called black person to come over there and try to super inflate the price and be like, yeah, I'm going to charge $100. So you like, why would I shop with you when I could pay $50 and I ain't got to hear all that loud music? I ain't got to hear no craziness. I ain't got to deal with it. Who you think the customer going to go to? Shit, they finna go to the one the lower price, better service, great customer service. You already know how somebody so-called black coming. You know how they coming already.
Exactly.
Attitude might stink. Terrible customer service. You loud. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that, man. They trying to get
products all messed up.
Yeah. You coming there asking for a service, they looking at you like, why you here? Hey,
yeah.
You open for a service, right? So why you mad at me? Because I want to be served. I'm finna pay to be served.
One time we were doing some outreach, giving out flyers. One of the Moors was talking about he went into this hair supply store, quote unquote black hair supply store. Then he goes in there And whoever was there, I guess they were just running the spot. They weren't the owner or whatever, you know. So we're coming to drop some flyers off. And she was just, he said, the lady was just looking at me. I was just standing there looking at her, and she was just standing there looking at me. And then I asked her, is the owner here? And she's just looking at me.
She's just staring at you?
Just staring. Went right back to her phone.
Wow. Terrible customer service.
Terrible.
Damn.
Horrible customer service. You know? And again, it's your own.
What's that saying that people, that stereotype saying that be like so-called black people, they cheer for everything they want, but beg for everything they need. What is it? What does the saying go like? Anybody in the chat, you know what that saying go like? They cheer for everything they want, something like that, and then they beg for everything they need. Begging for everything you need, you gonna beg for, but everything you want 10 for. You got the money for everything you want. You come together for the stuff you want, but everything you need, you finna beg for it. Somebody else for. Gotta break that whole mentality, fam.
Yeah,
that shit
cycle.
toxic. That shit toxic. Straight toxic, man.
But again, it all stems from the absolute disregard for what Noble Drew Ali established in the 20s that was supposed to get us in that position.
Facts.
Where we don't have to be worrying about some other whoever's and what they're going to do for us or not do for us or whatever, because we could handle our own affairs as a nation. We got whatever trillion buying power. What more do you need other than to put that within?
How much you said? You said trillion, right?
Some trillion something.
That's enough for that's enough for like a country, a small country. Trillion every year, y'all can get together and make $1 trillion some dollars. So y'all, that's y'all got that over $1 trillion. How much of that go back to the community? How long does $1 last in the so-called black community? How long do $1 last? That shit probably gets, as soon as you get it, you currency exchange up, that shit gone. As soon as you got your bread, currency exchange. As soon as you got your bread, into the store, spent it, gone. So what they talking about? You say about reparations. So what they talking about with reparations? As soon as you get your reparations, you're gonna get bread back straight to the European or the Asians or the Africans. You see what niggas did with that PPP loan.
Yeah.
Soon as they got that PPP loan, ran off with the plug. All right, I'm finna go shopping. I ain't opening up no business. I ain't finna do none of that. I'm finna go splurge.
What you talking about? The Negro? Are you talking about the Negroes or the Negro Moors?
The Negroes, the so-called Negroes and so-called black people.
You never seen the Moors who got caught up in the PP loans, bought Maseratis and shit?
Wow.
Bought Maseratis and Porsches and Land Rovers and all this.
Insanity.
Yeah, Moors.
And they pose to know that.
Moors. Moors said we're getting the PP loans and we're buying Maseratis.
Buying Ferraris and shit. You living in a studio apartment and you got Maserati. You living on the air mattress. You feel me more? You on the air mattress. You want to go out and get a Rolls Royce.
Fridge empty. You got a Porsche.
Ain't nothing in the refrigerator. They ain't even got a real refrigerator. They got one of them little mini demos. You got a mini fridge, but you got a Lambo. No garage, but you got a whole Lambo outside.
Yeah. Wild.
Outrageous. I'm talking about nasty work, man. That's just nasty work.
It's crazy.
Nasty work, man. Eating noodles and noodles. Right. You talking about, yeah, I need to go outside to go to the car wash. Give me my Maserati cleaned off. Right. Sweet. Priorities, man. What are priorities at, boys?
Yep.
The priorities
all out of order. All out of order.
Instead of this right here behind me, man. Instead of this right here, you want to beg for everything that you want, that you need. You beg for everything that you need instead of demanding as you supposed to. You beg for it, and somebody gonna provide a service. You gonna spend you gonna spend it, and then you gonna try to hustle to get it back. They're gonna tax you again. So you spent it, then they're gonna tax you on what you spent, and then they're gonna tax you again when you hustle to get it back.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then keep in mind, all this only happens to certain people. This is not some stuff across the board. This happens to everybody. Only a certain people have these issues. Certain people, it's a cakewalk. They don't have any issues. They could be a foreigner. They can be a stateless. They could be a refugee. They could be a ETC. They're going to get here 10 years. They're going to be straight. 10 years.
Over straight.
10 years. They're going to be straight.
Open up. They got the same formula. The same formula. They get here, get a loan, identify as white on paper. They go to the bank, get a loan, go open up a storefront, gas station, smoothie shop, nail salon. They selling hair in the liquor store. They ain't even supposed to be selling liquor. And they selling squares, and they selling 40s, and they selling Hennessy. And niggas.
Remember, that's an arrangement. That's an arrangement that they can only set up businesses and get their tax breaks or whatever when they set it up in black communities.
Yep.
They're not going anywhere else and setting up their business and caking the way they cake with the niggers.
They gonna go right to that so-called black nigga, open up a liquor store, probably open up 3 or 4 of them. And they owned by the same people. All they do is open up one, run it for a year, bring your cousin in there.
Pass it on to the next one.
Pass it on.
This is how you run it. This is how you do. This is how you whatever. Send this in every month. Send that in every week. Make sure this equals that, and then we'll have this place forever.
Yeah, forever. And they in their neighborhood, and they gonna keep shopping with us, even though we don't care nothing about them. They gonna keep shopping with us.
Yeah,
crazy.
Even though we have a 36-0 record of shooting these people in the back.
Yeah,
they're still gonna come.
They still
and buy stuff here.
And what's wild is if you have a bad experience with another nationality, more than likely somebody in the so-called black mind, they will shop again with them. But the irony is somebody with the so-called black mind, if they have a bad experience with their own kind, it's over with. I don't want nothing else to do with you. You put too much ketchup on my fries. It's over with. You ain't make my food the right way. It's over with. You ain't do my hair the right way like I want it to be this time. I messed up one piece of hair on your head. Instantly over with. But that Palestinian, that Asian, that Pakistani, that African, that European, oh, they gonna shop again. They gonna shop again.
Yeah.
They gonna shop again. Like that, what was that? Jim Jones. He had an incident that happened a while ago. And he was in Gucci. He was in Gucci or something like that. One of them sold-out designer stores. They were treating them now. They was giving a bogus treatment. And you would think like people would have caught on and be like, well, we ain't rocking with Versace, Gucci, Prada. We ain't rocking with them no more because they treat one of ours bogus. So we ain't rocking with them no more. You would think it'd be shut down. Nah. People still shop with them though. Still to this day, spending bags with them. I'm talking about drums. Spend that. But your own cousin, your brother, your sister, if they got some kind of business, oh no, you ain't finna. One bad experience, it's hooked.
Yeah. No chances.
Ain't no second chance.
Yeah. I mean, but again, going back to the paradox of, your customer service better be top notch, so that there's no second chance needed.
Mm-hmm.
If you deal with somebody right the first time, then that should be the standard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because remember, we're our people are coming from that perspective. We don't have a nation backing us, so we're expecting others to be the ones that support it on top of our own.
Mm-hmm.
On top of our own supporting it.
And it's that I see more like it's the need for our people to seek validation from one of them, like another nationality. Like, if I get validated by them, I made it. Like, what? That got to get broken. Like that. Stop seeking validation from these other people. Like, you don't need nobody from another nation to validate you. If you're a Moorish American, you are by birthright and bloodline. Your birthright is what everybody come here trying to leech off. They trying to leech off our birthright as Moorish American nationals. That's what they own. They want to leech off of us.
That's what the black guys call reparations. That's why they can't get reparations, because it's going to all these foreigners.
That right there, more. That got to get put out there a lot more. Right there.
That's why. But again, they're bringing in the foreigners because they can't give reparations to black guys.
Mm-hmm.
Indians and all them don't get reparations.
That's why everybody, what you think? They coming over here just to be over here? No, they coming over here to take the benefits of Moorish Americans who keep misidentifying as black, Negro, colored, Indian. That's why they're coming over here in a boatload. They're coming over here for that. Because I ain't claiming it. So that's like shit. Hey, we're going to go over there. We're going to open up an American dream. The American dream. They come over here for the American dream. We're supposed to be the ones in our land living the dream. I ain't another third world country.
Hold on, you're freezing a little bit over there.
They from a third world country and they coming over here to live.
I think they're mad at you right now.
It's tweaking.
Yeah, they got you freezing.
They tweaking.
If you want to try push the get out and get back in or something and see if that does something. Because they're gonna try. But we're here. Cook 'em all, BEAMOUTcast. If you got any questions, just put it in the chat in all caps. And we'll do our best. We'll do our best to answer you. Islam more.
Hold on, let me see. Do they got the? I can't even. They need the video down. Damn.
Yeah, they got you wilding right now. They're like, nope. We saw what happened in episode 1. Yeah, your thing's messed up. It's saying device not connected. So there's something going on your side. They're trying something. Please.
Is what's up?
Yeah, they got you frozen still. Take your camera off. See if that just turn off the camera. See if we get audio. Yeah, they're playing with you over there though.
Yeah, they tweaking.
Yeah, they're
They
playing.
tweaking. It's on.
Yeah, we can hear you.
They tweaking, boy. Crazy. Yeah, this is what they do though. This is what they do, man.
Yeah, we just we carry on. You know what I mean? We carry on. You know.
For sure.
We ain't stopping this. Oh, I was gonna ask you. You gave the link to somebody?
Yeah. What up?
Okay. No, because I saw him pop up on the thing, but I didn't know what the appellation was, so I thought it was a freaking bot or something. So
I threw the link up in the Beam Out channel.
Okay.
It should be blood in. No, I got to type in what's going on.
Yeah,
so when you throw the link up, they see the Beam Out ad? What they see?
No, I think somebody had pushed the link and came into the back screen part where you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how
you were on the grill. You know, I didn't want to interrupt you when I see them.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how they do, man.
Let me see what else we had here. Hold on.
It's raining out here crazy too, though.
Yeah, we got hit yesterday.
Oh, y'all got hit?
Yeah. Yesterday we got some. We got some today too.
Man,
yesterday and today we got
that shit. They are right now blew some trees down yesterday, G. I'm talking about everywhere in the city.
Windy City.
Oh, man, boy, I'm talking about the blowing trees out of the ground type.
Right.
Right. Crazy.
Oh yeah, here's one right here. 1 second, let me pull this up.
Okay.
Let me unfuck this issue surrounding the sentencing. People online are saying, I don't understand why everyone is mad. And keep your hands to yourself. It's simple. He needs life. How wasn't this murder? The primary issue here is not specifically his guilt or innocence. The issue is why this system keeps finding nuance when sentencing some people and using a sledgehammer when sentencing others. Carmelo was 17 years old when this happened. He was convicted and sentenced to 35 years. But Cason Allison was another Texas teenager in another fatal school stabbing. And he was also charged with murder, but he got convicted of criminally negligent homicide and got 10 years. And Jesus San Miguel, another Texas teenager, another fatal stabbing, he was found guilty of criminally negligent homicide, but he got 10 years of probation and 30 days in jail. So it's not just did Carmelo stab someone. The question is, why does one teenager get treated like a murderer, another like a tragic accident, and another gets sent home on probation? And
Fairness is not controversial, huh? Yeah, we know. We know. The scales of justice is the lady of justice is wear a blindfold. So you can't get justice and no peace if you identifying as something that the lady of justice deemed to be unconstitutional.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the sword. Every
time.
The sword.
And the more said in the chat, status is the first issue.
Gonna get shot every rip.
We can avoid it. You know, our people avoid it a lot, but it's really unavoidable. You know, because status is the first issue.
First issue at law.
What is your position? Are you alive? Are you dead? Do you have rights?
Or you got privileges.
Or you have privileges? Do you have civil rights?
Right. You got human rights?
Human rights?
What you got?
What's your position?
You got capacities or you got incapacities? What you got?
Yeah. And it's hard to deal with, with our people. You get it. There's obviously a discrepancy when it comes to sentencing and all that. Certain people get more years.
Yeah.
Regardless of what they do. So it has to be more than that then. There has to be something else. It can't just be that, the reason is because they're racist. There has to be something else. There has to be actual, factual, and we have the Supreme Court with the Dred Scott case to prove it.
Yes, sir.
The black man has no rights that the white man's bound to respect.
Facts.
And if that's Supreme Court, and you're not going to accept that, Supreme Court said that, and you're going to keep playing around like rights apply to black guys and citizenship applies to black guys, you're very mistaken.
Facts. And you see it over and over and over. You see it more. Anybody identifying as so-called black, you don't see them getting treated like everybody else you see getting treated. You don't see nobody from Pakistan or Iran or Palestine. You don't see them gunned down in the street like you'll see a so-called black person. You don't see that. You do not see somebody from Europe or Africa just gunned down in the middle of the street or just beat up. Not like you would see a so-called black person. Because you know how people will say more, they'll be like, it don't matter what I identify as, because they all gonna see us as black. No.
As nigger.
Yeah, as niggas. They just gonna say we niggas. Yeah, we niggas. That's how they gonna identify us.
No, they don't.
Cap. They don't though. They gonna say we all niggas. No, that's cap. It's the fear though.
I know it's because we're Moors. You know why there's certain treatment.
It's that fear.
And the fear is, it's not like the fear is not warranted.
Right.
The fear is warranted. We some of our people mess these people's heads up.
Yeah, toe up. I'm talking about diabolical, man.
So our people did some messed up stuff to people. You know what I mean? And some things, as we know, with generational curses, some things are passed through the line. Some things are passed down.
That's a fact. A lot of them people, they scared. A lot of them scared, but a lot of them, they want us to wake up. But the ones that's been living off of our virtues like vampires and leeches, they don't want us to snap out of it, though. They want us to stay docile. They want us to stay Negro black color. They don't want us to stand up on 10 toes on law and principle. They don't want us to be like, because they'll be like, hey, if the Moors step up again, they might enslave us forever. And really, we ain't even on that.
Exactly. That's the part that's the part that they can't really get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That we're not those Moors.
Right.
I get what's going on, but we're not those Moors. We have a prophet. He gave us certain principles for us to be able to suppress or get rid of or hold back those urges that might come up when we get in power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it might get crazy when we get in power. So a switch might flick, and you get back into that state again.
Yeah.
Where can you control this beast this time?
Yeah.
Do you have knowledge all these lessons in your heart so that you can make it out?
Right. Or you gonna turn savage again and start doing all type of shit. You know? What you gonna do? You know? And some people, man, like we talking about, like, with great power comes great responsibility. Some people, they just mentally not ready to step into that power without getting swayed back to the savage mode. You know? They might get some taste of power and they might just bug up, go batshit crazy. Start getting on some tyrant shit. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta stay in them lessons though.
It's imperative, yo.
Man. Stay in them lessons, man.
Yeah. It's the only way through. And you realize the more that you accumulate the information.
Yeah.
You're doing research, different sources. You know, it's not going to be the same thing every time if you're taking this from a open-minded perspective. It's going to be many different angles. You gotta be open to it.
Yeah, too, man.
Open to it.
I'm just saying, because I look at it like, bro, people already identifying as something that means dead. So you already at the bottom. You know, you're already at the bottom. Only direction you got now is up. That's it. You already at the bottom. You on the floor already. You can't go past the floor. So you got to turn around and go the opposite way. It's like somebody in the basement. They just beating their hands down on the concrete on the floor. What you finna do? You gonna end up damaging yourself.
Right.
You gotta go another direction. Only other direction is the way our people ain't been going. And that's love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam.
Only way. I was looking for this excerpt, for another excerpt, but I freaking lost the page.
Awesome. Got to run it up.
But yeah, it's any chat questions? Put it in all caps. I was just checking the chat because I know we have some rookies. I saw some questions that weren't in all caps.
Okay. Yeah, you know the chat. They got good questions over there.
Yeah, usually, most times.
Put them in all caps though. Yeah. Type
in all
caps.
Oh yeah, somebody made this. This was it right here. Why is it that our people don't get this common sense? It has to be something spiritual. They should be flocking to this info.
It should be.
Should be is key.
Right, it should be.
You know,
man.
And they should be only because it's the truth.
Facts.
Right, it's the truth. So where else is there to go? Why not this?
They love saying the truth shall set you free, though.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People love saying that, but when it comes to being something truthful that they don't want to accept, nah, I can't accept that. I'm gonna make my own truth up on that. Nah. Nah, fam. If it's true, then it's true, man. It ain't. Then somebody has said this shit the other day. They was like, two things could be true at once. Come on, man. Oh man, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Two
Right,
things
hard.
can be true at once. No, nah, man. It is what it is. It's either it is that or it ain't that. That's it, man. It ain't no.
That's it.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
Either is that or it ain't that.
It's not.
That's it. It is
Don't
or it
make it
ain't.
hard. Don't make it harder than it is.
Right. Well, you know, people funny, man. They'll try to justify anything.
Well, that's part of the not wanting to accept the truth. They start justifying the lie.
Start justifying. Oh, I'm gonna pick the lesser of two evils. See, there they go. What do you mean? What does that mean? The lesser of two evils. What the hell does that mean?
Doesn't sound like a good deal to me.
At all.
That's not a good deal.
It sounds bogus as hell from the dope. I'm finna pick the lesser of two evils. What? How about pick the one that ain't evil? How about that? How about that?
Well, here's
How
this
about-
question. Here's a
about
question we got. What's your thoughts on the phrase that more stuff don't work? It just puts you in jail.
Yeah, the ones that be saying that though, it's like that's like saying that Asian stuff don't work. It just puts you in jail. But when I look at jails, I don't really see no Asians in there. They must know something. When I look at jail, I don't see no Palestinians really up in there. Only people I really see in there is so-called African Americans, so-called white people, and so-called Mexicans. That's who I see in there. So, what do them Asians know that they ain't in a hole like that? What they know?
They don't know English. No English.
Right. They know something. They know something. They ain't in jail. They ain't in the penitentiary like that. So what they know? Them Palestinians, they ain't getting locked up like that. So what do they know? They got a national identity. They got an embassy they can go to, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the other side is the ones who are saying that this more stuff put you in jail. Those are the ones who sold out the temples.
Yep.
So they sold out the temples, and because they're playing gatekeeper with the temples, Moors who realize that and are outside the temple are looked at as renegade or street Moors or
Right.
making up other whatever type of BS they're gonna make up to try to convince people that we're not Moorish Americans or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That specific phrase, that more stuff don't work, it just puts you in jail. A lot of that comes from Moors who are in the temples and they have leadership positions, but they sold out and they haven't been active for 90 years. All they've done is do church services from the Moor Science Temple platform. That's all they've done.
That's all they do.
Church.
That's all they do.
Juali said, "Give it back." Right? Juali said, "Give it back," but they took out Jesus and put Noble Juali.
Yeah.
Took out church and put temple, and then still have all the hymns and all that, still singing and all that.
Still singing.
They're supposed to be Moors too now. Don't forget.
Still singing. Still clapping and dancing.
Right. And then remember, another side is that more stuff don't work. It just gets you in jail. Is coming from the people who put them in jail.
Exactly.
And then there's Moors where there's no footage and they got to leave free.
Yeah.
There's no footage of the Moors who they woke them up in the night and led them to the back door, gave them their garbage bag with their stuff, and told them don't come back here.
Exactly.
There's no footage of those ones.
And then you would catch a pale-skinned European using law, common law, knowing to articulate common law and constitutional law, using the Constitution and common law in the courtroom, like that European dude was doing, build something. All he doing is using the Constitution. And we are the creators of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence and all of the other lawful documents. Moorish Americans cooked that up. And then you got a pale-skinned European showing you that it works if you stay on law. Don't talk about, I don't think this is right. Okay, it don't matter what you think. Tell me why it's not right. Lawfully, not opinions, not how you feel like. Nah, you better start quoting some res judicata. You better start quoting some treaty law. You better start quoting some Article 3s or something like that. You better start using common law language. Because if you go in there talking about what you feel like, you cook, overcooked, burnt.
Talking opinion, cook.
Fried, hard. It's over with.
Facts
That Europeans, and that all they be doing is using Moorish science, which is all law. Standing on principles and standing on law. That's all they doing. They get off. How they get off? See? They're using law.
We just got another question.
Do you think you got it? Go ahead, Moore.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Moore. I didn't know you got it.
Do you think the foreigners can do the things they do or receive those benefits due to the treaties that the U.S. has with their home country? What you think, Moore? You gonna go ahead?
Yeah. Do you think they do or receive due to treaties that U.S. has with their home country? There's, I don't know if it's treaties that they have with their home country more than the foreigners taking the position of allowing them to naturalize and them not knowing better to tell the foreigners that, no, you're not the foreigners. We don't want to deal with you.
Right.
You know, we want to deal with the Moors. Or them reaching out and making the connections on their own, minus those Europeans, to deal with the Moors.
Right.
You know, but they're dealing with U.S. because of some type of arrangement. You know, there could be some type of treaty. Could be you know, they do these conventions and they have their G7 and G8 and the UN and all that. So it's not like they don't deal with each other.
Right.
You know, they have relations. You know, they go chill with each other and all that. You know, but to whose benefit? Is that just to the leadership's benefit that they do that, or is it to the people of the home country? So when they say they're gonna come here, set up a shop, get the Asiatic dollars, and then send that finance back to where they came from. You know, that's the same thing that Moors will be saying that we're doing.
Right.
We'll go get this finance and then bring it back to our nation. You know, and then that's not because of some arrangement. That's because of national standards within ourselves.
Facts.
You know, but they definitely get the benefits because they're assisting in dissolving the Negro problem.
Yeah.
You know, like the U.S. has a problem. It's the Negro problem. What are they going to do with these fictitious entities? They can't be citizens. They have no rights. So it's either ghettos, prison, or cemetery. Like that's all we could do with chattel. Oh yeah, or slave.
Mm-hmm.
No,
lock them up.
So to keep us destabilized, they bring in the foreigners because yes, they have some type of relationship. I don't know what relationship is, but they're new to the Americas and they get more than the people who've been here for 400 years, as they say. Way more. You know? But I yield there more. You can go ahead.
Yeah, for sure, more. I mean, this is exactly what you're talking about, more. It's like the foreigners, like we said earlier, the foreigners, they only come here because they looking for the American dream. We from America, but we think that America is a jail. When everybody else look at America like freedom. They look at America like this is the American dream. We look at it like a nightmare. Because it's just a shift of the mentality has to happen for us, for our people, as to start looking at it not less an American nightmare, but an American dream. Because we living in the best place on the planet, which is the American.
Everybody knows it. Yep.
Yes, sir. Everybody know it, and everybody come to the land of milk and honey, man. It's the reason why they call this the American dream, man. They don't call this the American nightmare. They look at this like this is heaven. This is salvation. They look at it as they immigrants, and they look at this as the land of opportunity. But we from over here, we born and raised over here. So the propaganda machine has been pushing for generations. Hey, this is the American nightmare. And y'all ain't never gonna be nothing but what we tell y'all finna be. That's black, that's Negro, that's a color person, that's a slave. So the indoctrination got to be broken with education in law and history and nature. So the natural way to be is to look at everything from an open mind. And the propaganda been so thick that we keep looking at this from a vision that they have implanted in our brains. Like y'all just coming over here to be, y'all just got kidnapped. You got kidnapped, brought over here against your will. You've been a slave your whole life. And that's the narrative that they have been planted in our head. And then they pay off accomplices like the black ministers and the black ministry, the black churches, and all the rest of them. And these so-called entertainers, etc., to push it. So if they keep pushing it, then naturally somebody who don't got knowledge of self, they gonna accept that. But that's what's being broken right now. All that accepting stuff without facts and information that's tangible is over with for that, boy. That shit dead. All these foreigners know. They all know that this is the land of milk and honey, man. They know this is the land of opportunity. That's what they bring their ass over here for. Because they like, man, it's shitty where I live at. So I need to go to America and I could live my dream out. I told you, more. It was a nigga. This nigga was in the gas station. True story. He in the gas station. I forget what his name was. He's from Hindustan. So I told him I was from Al Maghrib. He was like, yeah, I was like, you know Al Maghrib. I said, you standing in Al Maghrib right now. You know that, right? He was like, of course I know that. Now this is a dude in the gas station on my soul. Yeah. I say, man. He's like, I know that. I say, man, so why did you come to Al Maghrib? He was like, man, I came here because this is my dream. America is the land of opportunity. I said, for sure. Know that. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of times it's wild because a lot of times we look at it and take it for granted that we here and we from here. We take it for granted, like it's just supposed to be like this for us. You know what I'm saying? Like opportunities. But people from around the world, when you have a decent conversation with them, they literally look at this like salvation. Like, this is you from America? Man, I hate your government, but I love everything else. Type shit.
I hate your president.
Straight up.
But I'll come here.
On my mama, they like, man, I hate your government. I hate your president. You know, but I love everything else about you. I love the food. I love the people. I love everything. I love the culture. I love the architecture. All that shit. But we tapping into that. That's why we doing these BEAMOUTcasts more, because just gotta put that beam out and shed light on, like, man, fam, we really from the land. We really from the greatest place on earth, fam. Like, real shit. We really from that. Like, the Americas is
it.
Is it.
If you've been to any island, right? We'll go to the outskirts. We're not going to say the mainland. If you've been to any island in the Americas, you know, the sunsets, the sunrise, you know, the moonlit beach walks and all that.
Right.
You know, yeah, you can probably get that anywhere that you have open sky. You know? But you appreciate it where you have it.
You
know, to know that there's a lot more. There's a lot more. There's a lot more. There's a lot of uncharted territory. On the plane of earth planing and in the spiritual planes, there's uncharted territory, stuff we haven't tapped into yet.
Yeah, man.
But there's another question here. Get this one up. Where's a good place? Where's a good starting point to convince uneducated people that they identify with is incorrect? How do I tell people they are Moors, not black, when they have been conditioned their entire lives to think they are black? Do you think Moors in law are the solution?
So he got three questions.
Yeah, there was two in there.
Okay.
Well, three. Yeah, three in there. Yeah,
three of them now.
Yeah, there's three in there.
Okay. So, what up, boy? You got them? What you want?
Oh, you go ahead.
What's a good starting point to convince education people that they identify? ChalifaMedia.com, RVBayPublications.com. Those two right there, monsters. They gonna have enough. It's enough info on there to keep you studying for a good while. A good while. You know what I'm saying? A good while. RVBayPublications.com and ChalifaMediaPublishing.com. Go to them two websites, you're gonna be flooded with information. I'm talking about from history lessons, law lessons, res judicata, you know, Boricuan history, Tainos, Mexicans, it's gonna be a gang of information up there, more. And you said, how do I tell people that they are Moors and not black? Really, man, it's really you being what you say you are, and them seeing how you talk, how you move, how you conduct yourself. They see, it's more so off them seeing what you own versus what you really saying. Like you say you not black and all that, yeah, for sure, because we not. But when they start seeing how you talk and how you move and how you carry yourself and what principles and law you stand on, standards, they gonna see like, okay, he ain't just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you a guy or a girl or a woman, you know what I'm saying, but they gonna start seeing how you move, how you carry yourself. So they gonna see like, nah, they really like that. You know what I'm saying? They really like that. They carry themselves different. They gonna see how you move though. They gonna see your free national status and your character is just, you don't call Europeans white people. Like you never call them that. You never called no European a white person. Never. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna start peeping like, nah, they different. Then they gonna start, they might start asking you questions like, man, what you be on, man? What you be studying? Type shit. And you just, you know, if they curious, you know, drop the website on them, the RV Bay Publications on them. Drop the, you know what I'm saying, the Khalifa Media on them. Drop that on.
Because there's also this aspect of vampirism that goes on.
Yeah.
But once you start getting higher in your ascension, once you start getting your mind right, you're gonna realize that people are gonna be trying you a little more. You know, and they might not be trying you for them to learn. They're just trying you just because they're a disagreeable being.
Facts.
I mean, and you're happy, so they want you in torment because they're in torment or whatever.
Right.
You know? So you don't want to be there, whatever they're looking for.
Right.
That's why you have the site. You just give them the site and you go about your business. If they got questions, they'll hit you up.
Facts.
If they don't, that lets you know that it's not real. It's like one of the Moors was telling me today about he was reminding me about how he got onto the info, and it's because of when we met, I was reading. Right, and that was something you never see. Never. Black guys read it. A black guy read it. Black guys don't read.
Right.
What the hell? What the hell are you reading?
Right. Right.
You know. Right. So it's really you being that's gonna wake them up. It's not you put them onto something or whatever. It's gonna be you being who you know, being what you know, and everything else is gonna play out. Your part is knowing thyself.
Yes, sir.
And Drew Ali gave you some extras. Live by the principles. You know, you have certain guidelines that you can follow so that you're at least on the right path, going in the right direction. You know, he set us up good. He said he gave us a good head start to where we're trying to go.
You
know, and you know, don't try to convince anybody. If they want to know,
right,
they'll come find out if they want to know.
If they sincere, yeah.
But you don't have to be the you know, because you know now you're gonna put it on everybody and they gotta listen because you researched this and it's irrefutable. Don't kill yourself.
Yeah. Don't stress yourself.
Yeah.
Don't stress yourself trying to, because that's not your job. Your job ain't to stress yourself trying to prove something to somebody else. That ain't your obligation. Your obligation is to be true to yourself. You feel me? Your obligation is to be in your higher self and in tune with your lower self and your higher self. You just giving out information that you know if they want the info. Because everybody, like Moore just said, somebody might be trying to just test you just to see what you on. You know what I'm saying? They might not even really want the info. They just might be trying to test you and see just to see if they could get under your skin. You feel me?
Yeah.
Noble Drew Ali said he has craft Zeppelins. He's gonna take his good Moors when he gets crazy. Do you think there's advanced Moors behind some of the activity in the sky we've been seeing?
Well, most definite. I mean, if we're the superior beings down here, then as above, so below.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those how they look, I don't know. I never met one, but you know, I seen Predator has locks and all that.
Yeah.
You know, you seen Star Wars and Star Trek and all that. You know,
it's crazy though how they super advanced more. You say Star Wars and Star Trek, right? The same Star Wars, they had the iPhone, they had that on there. The Samsung Galaxy, they had that on there. They had video calling on there. They already had that on there, fam. How you got video calling on Star Trek and the Jetsons? How do you got that? And this supposed to be early 50s, 60s, 70s type demo. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be somebody else advanced that's all the way tapped in higher than us, that's in communications with us, though, for us to even have this information. It's like Tesla. Nikola Tesla, that wasn't even his real name. He was advanced because he had already came back here from an Atlantean age, reincarnated. That was Akhenaten. So he already came back with knowledge. Like, man, I'm going, like, look at all the inventions Tesla made during his time. How did he know that information to build that so advanced? You feel me more?
Have to be tapped in.
Exactly. He had to be tapped in. Tesla, the Tesla coil. How does anybody out there Google, when you turn on the Tesla coil, it looks just like the Ankh. Same shape, same symmetry. Turn on the Tesla coil. Look at the picture. Pick up this book called which one is it? Nothing is true, everything is a lie. It's one of them. Yeah, I think it's Nothing is True, Everything is a Lie by James Lee. Tap into that. Fam turned on the Tesla coil, and it turned the symbol that it made resembled the Ankh. Identical. How did he know that? How did he know that info? Islam.
Islam. Yeah, there's definitely higher thinking beings. Even there was just recently, I think, like an 8-year-old or something like that did pass some tests and stuff. You know.
8-year-old?
Yeah, like 8 or 9 or something. Some
What
genius, some type of genius freaking thing. I can't remember the full story. But you know, they're out there.
Yeah.
You know, like we say, beings that came back, you know, have something to prove. You know, did whatever, came back, 8. Now he has knowledge at 8.
Man.
You know.
On a genius level.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's a superior genius level.
Wow. Yeah, man. These shorties out here, man. These shorties out here, man, is super intelligent, man.
Just misdirected, yo. That's all.
That's it. You seen that little shorty? He made cardboard guns out of Amazon boxes. You seen that?
The car. No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
He made all kind of gun replicas out of Amazon boxes, more. So I'm talking about they look identical to the real things. So just look how you just said they misdirected Look if you redirect that imagination that little shorty got into something else, like something positive. You know what, and here's shorty too, though. Now, if you redirect that type of that mind, redirect it into something positive, bro, that little shorty would be something powerful, man. On my soul.
Islam.
Islam.
I think there's one more here. Hold on. Yeah, just check in the chat.
Okay. I see more through a question up there.
Well, if you see it, you could read it.
You say, why does NOI teach Elijah is the prophet and not Noble Drew Ali?
No, they actually taught that Fard is the prophet. And then Elijah is the messenger, i.e., aka the forerunner. Wow. And then that's supposed to imitate Noble Drew Ali and Garvey. Right.
You see what happened to them.
Yeah. You know, it's all imitation.
You see what happened to them.
What Noble Drew Ali was doing in the 20s. And then once Noble Drew Ali was out the way, anybody who was in leadership had a free lane to stick with the program or go do their own thing. And 90% of them said they're gonna go do their own thing. That's why we have all these different groups and whatever like that today. You know, why they wear fezzes? Because they were trying to be Moorish American. You know, why they have supreme lessons? Because they're trying to be 101 questionnaire. Why they have flag? Because they're trying to be flag. Why did they say mosque number 1, mosque number 5, because they had temple number 1, temple number 8, temple number 57. Right. They stole everything and went to play NOI games instead of sticking to the program that were Moors. And all they had to do was stick to the program.
It's crazy though. They was talking about when Noble Drew Ali was off the scene, dude, buddy ass, he identified himself as Noble Drew Ali reincarnated. You couldn't think of nothing, no other name you could have picked.
Yeah.
But you had to pick the name that everybody was familiar with. He chose to pick the name that everybody was still familiar with. It was still fresh in their minds. And then later on, what they do, he ended up taking Noble Drew Ali completely out of the mix. Talking about the NOI. You know what I'm saying? Took his completely out the mix when he banned the feds in the 1930s. Yeah. But at first, yeah, boy.
You know,
and you study with the prophet, yeah, be your own kind, man. Be your own kind. Noble Drew Ali was so strong with it. His name was so strong with it. Far Muhammad, he said he was the resurrection.
Yeah.
Reincarnate. His name, Noble Drew Ali, the prophet name was still so strong. But he said, I gotta use his name. I gotta piggyback off Noble Drew Ali name. I can't do it with my name. That let you know, fam. That let you know.
And then not only Fard, but Given Zell also said he's Noble Drew Ali reincarnated. Kurtman Bey also said that he's Noble Drew Ali reincarnated.
Diabolical.
Why would they have to go that far?
Diabolical. They couldn't stand on their own. They can't stand on their own name. Nope.
They had to be Noble Drew Ali return.
See that? They can't stand on their own name. You can't stand on your own name. You ain't a man then. You can't be. You can't stand on your own name, fam. You ain't a man. You got to lean. They was leaning off Noble Drew Ali. They was leaning off his name. That let you know who really was on business. Islam.
Yep. Islam. Islam. That looks like there's no more questions in there. Islam, more.
Yeah, more.
Yo, this was a good episode too.
Yes, sir.
You already know.
Cook them all.
You already know.
Yes, sir.
The BEAMOUTcast. We're putting all that podcast stuff to bed.
Yeah. All them podcasts. And wait till we start bringing guests up here. They ain't even ready for that, more.
That didn't even get there yet.
Wait till we start bringing them Titans on here, man.
Yeah, the Titans to cook them. The Titans cook them.
Yeah, wait till we start. Yeah, yeah. Wait till we start bringing Titans up here to start. You know what I'm saying? Chopping. Wait till we bring them Titans up here to start cooking. Epic. You're gonna see. It's on the way. This is just the beginning.
Exactly.
This is just the beginning, fam. Buckle your seatbelt up, man. That's it. That's all. Buckle your seatbelt up. Put your helmet on.
You ready? So you see, so as you see, Wednesday is that was for the startup. But we're gonna pop up. We'll be popping up on you.
Yeah.
Whenever it is, just look out. Just look for the flag in the sky.
Yes, sir. There it is right there.
Yeah.
Look for the flag in the sky. Look for the BEAMOUTcast. Look for the BEAMOUTcast, man.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see it. You'll see it.
Yeah. When you see that BEAMOUTcasted, then you know it's on.
Yeah.
It's like the bat signal or something.
Straight.
You see that beam in the sky. You know what I'm saying? You see me and more on there, you know what time it is. So I'm finna get cooked.
Always.
Islam.
Honors to you, Moore. Give thanks. Honors to all the Moors in the chat.
Yes, sir.
And for all the Moors with your questions, keep studying. Keep studying. Don't forget. Go to khalifamedia.com. Get the brother's book. Get my book. Get whatever else is up there. rvbaypublications.com. Study. Mind is how we're gonna be free.
Facts.
Mind.
Facts.
Honors to you, brother Kush. Give thanks, more.
Yes, sir. Peace, cool, Joe. Islam, more. All you Moors in the chat. Much love, much respect, much appreciation for y'all tapping into the BEAMOUTcast. Like we say, just stay tuned. There's gonna be plenty more. Plenty more lined up. So just stay vigilant, stay dangerous in your studies, man. Teach your children what it is and what it ain't early. So they got a heads up on what time it is and how to move, how to navigate out here, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Give it to them before we got it. Give them a chance.
Yeah.
Earlier the better. Straight up.
Yes, sir.
Keep beaming. We shall.
Yeah.
We shall.
Facts.
Honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali.
Peace and love to the Prophet.
Peace and love to all. Peace and love.
Peace, Moors.